Welcome to all. I am continuing 2 block question. See, now I will tell you what all you have done. Question number, see, earlier solved 49, question number 49, already over earlier, previous to previous class 50 and 51, already over. Now 52, 53, 54. Total 6 questions are there. All have got different concept. See, question 49 is how to prevent it from sliding down by applying a force this way, most probably. At that time, I have given, if you remember, what I have given here, how to prevent it from sliding down here, I have given a cable here. Okay, cable will do by applying a force here. Question 50, how to prevent it from sliding down by applying a force here, push force, then it cannot be cable. I have given a rod at that time. Okay. These 2 questions are how to prevent sliding down, one from upper side, one from lower side. Last class, question 51 was how to slide down. See, that was how to, see, these are all I should not tell. Last time, how to prevent sliding down. Now, how to slide down. Okay, how to slide down. Last class, force applied here, this way. At that time, I given a cable. Yes, see, when you apply this way, cable will be in tension. Now, question 52 is how to slide down by applying a force here. Now I cannot give cable because why? If I give cable here, when it slides down, the cable will fold. See, or now this cable will be in compression. Not cable. This member will be in compression. Now I have to give a solid member. That is a rod. Okay. Then this I am doing right now. Another 2 questions are how to move up the plane. One question is by applying a force here. How to move up the plane. Last question is how to move up the plane by applying a force here. At that time, I will take the force slightly inclined. Just to understand. One question inclined. Okay. That does not matter. Resolution will come, that's all. Now, before all these questions, single block questions, so many questions are solved for inclined plane. I explained thoroughly how to apply equilibrium conditions, everything told, how to decide xx and yy, and these 3 questions also I once again thoroughly explained. So I decided now. Now, from today's class 3 questions, they are all, see, today's class 3 questions, 52, 53, 54 are exercises for you. Exercises for you. Those who study thoroughly from my class from beginning, at least for friction chapter, they can easily solve. Those who have not studied properly, I told I am not bothered. They don't deserve to study from me. My teaching is always that way. You show seriousness, you show dedication, I am there to give knowledge. You recklessly lose interest, half-heartedly study, don't come to my class. My class is not worth for you. You go to some other person. Okay. Therefore, warning I am giving now. See, but still what I will do is to help you, I will read the equations. Okay. See how I will solve these 3 questions. See now. Remember, all are exercises. So now I can give the question by words. I already given the question by words. How many times by words? Now onwards, 3 questions, I am giving sketch. You know how words are given. Okay, see. 2 blocks connected by a rod, see, 2 blocks connected by a rod are placed on a rough inclined plane as shown. See, this mu is 0.6, this mu is 0.55. And then this weight is, see, when they told 250 Newton, it is a weight. This weight 250 Newton, this weight 300 Newton. Find the value of P for which the system of block is on the verge of sliding down the plane. Right? Or they can ask you, what is the least value of P to slide it down? Find the least value of P or minimum value of P to slide it down is nothing but find the value of P when the system is on the verge of sliding down. System sliding down, see, friction is up. And R1, you should write everything. See, everything you should write now. Let R1 be normal reaction. Let R2 be the normal reaction here. Then limiting frictional force equal to coefficient of friction mu into normal reaction. Since it slides down this way, 0.6 R1. Limiting friction here is 0.55 R2y. Mu is 0.55. These all right from beginning of the friction. This is question number 52. 51 times I wrote. 51 times I wrote. If somebody still expects me to write, you are for a surprise now onwards. This statement of mu r and mu r now onwards I will not write. But those who are studying and who want to make a perfect understanding, you better write everything. Okay, start. Now, see here. If it is 22 degrees, this is 68 degrees. Y means no answer. 68 degrees. Now see, you should write one more thing. See, force is P. One statement you are write, let C be compression in the rod. Compression force in the rod, in the connecting rod. In the connecting rod. Connecting rod. See, this is compression. If it is not clear, sir, why you have shown compression this way? Go back earlier. I exclusively took one class, how to decide compression, how to decide tension. It is for you only. One exclusive class is taken only for that purpose. How to decide compression, how to decide tension. If you are lazy and not going to it, you pay the penalty. That's all. Okay, start. Now, everything, see, everything, a combined one. Every system is shown here. Now, what you do? See now, I will tell you what to do. First, you write a sketch showing the complete system. I already told you from beginning. You refer the question 49, 50, 51. See what I have done. Okay, one system. Now see, now happily solve. Right. Consider equilibrium of block 1. One sketch required. Which sketch? See, this sketch required. You write, why block 1? I will not tell. Why block 1 first, not block 2? First, if you take this question, block 1. Some questions, see, this question you have to consider first lower block, then upper block. Some questions you have to first consider upper block, then lower block. If it is not clear, leave the class, don't continue. Because it is told many times in the previous question. Go back to previous question, study and come back. Write that reason regarding number of unknowns. See, when I am putting this much effort, at least little effort required from you. If you cannot give that much effort, I should tell sorry. Don't study from me. I should be very harsh. See, always I am very harsh in that way. I am not an angry person. Don't think that way. In the classroom all, I take class with a very jovial mood. I never cut jokes. I never show angriness. I show angriness only for indiscipline. If they show indiscipline, otherwise, if they make mistake, I never get angry. I got infinite patience. Okay, start. This sketch you write. This sketch you write separately here. Make sigma Fy 0 plus R1. See, now, this is your XX. This is your YY. If it is not clear, drop the class. Right now, stop the class. You see XXY. I am not writing here. How many times I should write it? How many times? You should write. See, when you put this sketch, you should show here. XX here, YY here. You should show it. Okay, then that all you should write. Okay, then plus R1 minus 250 sin 68. See, sin, cos, everything explained for you earlier. Not once, more than 15-20 times. Plus R1 minus 250 sin 68 equal to 0. See, this sketch should come here. This sketch equal to 0. R1 will come. Sigma Fx 0. Take right side positive. See, minus C plus 0.6 R1, then minus 250 cos 68 equal to 0. Substitute, you get the value of C. Okay, then Now consider equilibrium of block 2. See, put this sketch. See, last time, at that time, you enter the C equal to this answer. See, when you consider block 1, you got C. So when you consider block 2, second sketch you have right here. When you put the second sketch here, enter the C. Okay, then sigma Fy0 plus R2 minus 300 sin 68 equal to 0, R2 will come. Sigma Fx0 minus P plus C plus 0.55 R2 minus 300 cos 68 equal to 0. Substitute R2, you get the value of P. Therefore, the least force required to move the system down the plane is 86.029 Newton. That is, if you apply a force of 86.029 Newton, the system will be on the verge of sliding down. Now, in case it is already sliding down by chance, I told what will happen. Question is wrong. One who set the question, he should have that much common sense. When you set a question and ask what is the force required to slide down, it should not slide down. See, when you give a question, somebody is sleeping, how to wake up from sleep, you should know that he is already sleeping. If he does not know that one, it is meaningless. So, person who set the question should know that without P, it should not slide down. That I have taken care. But by chance, if the question is a wrong question, it is already sliding down, then question is wrong, your P will come negative. I told negative sign indicates that it is already sliding down. You don't require a force to slide down. You can apply a force this way also. Okay, that I told earlier. Question 52 over. Now we will change over to 53. Okay, now I will write the question and start. Today is a short class. But remember, one class, only one question. Second class, 2 questions. That is, today's class, further short, but 3 questions. Why? Because I am giving lot of work for you. Question number 53, same as last question. I won't tell by words. See, 2 blocks are here. 6, now it is in kilonewton. Weight, 6 kilonewton and 7.5 kilonewton weight. Connected by a rod once again. Again rod, remember. Now it cannot be cable. It should be a rod because now now also this member will be in compression. That's very important. Okay, start. Then are placed on a rough inclined plane as shown. Find the value of P for which the system of block is on the verge of moving up the plane. See, first 2 questions are just to prevent from sliding down. One's force applied there, one's force applied here. Next 2 questions are how to slide down. One's applied there, one's applied here. Now 2 questions are, this question and next questions are how to move up. Therefore, we want to find the value of P. See, when you apply a P here, if you put a cable here, what will happen? When you apply the force, as it moves, cable will fold. Now you should have a solid member. Now cable will work out if you apply force here. That is pulling force. It's a pushing force. Pushing force means this member is in compression. Now cable they cannot give. If they give cable, they do not know subject. That's all. Okay. Find the value of P for which the system of block is on the verge of moving up the plane. Or you can find what is the least, you can write one more thing here. Or what is the least value of P required to move the system of blocks up the plane. Remember now only I will tell. Now system of blocks are going to move up the plane. See, up the plane. So here friction reversed. Friction reversed. Be careful. In all the previous questions, either it was preventing sliding down or sliding down. So sliding down, 4 questions. Friction up. Now this question and next question, system is moving up. When it is moving up, see, this way friction is reversed. Now see here, they told mu 0.5. In all the questions so far, I used to give different mu here, different mu here. It does not matter. But so this time not that way. They told take mu 0.5 means here also 0.5, here also 0.5. So if you take R1 here, this is 0.5 R1. If you take R2 here, this is 0.5 R2. Okay, this is over. Now write everything. Okay, start. First consider equilibrium of block 2. Last time block 1, this time block 2. Why block 2? You should go through previous questions. I thoroughly told which block to consider first. Again I told my class for those who can study properly. Okay, block 2 first. See, put this sketch. See, this sketch. Don't write that sketch. Then sigma Fy0 plus R2 minus 7.5 sin 60. Now I am not explaining this is xx, this is yy. Okay, equal to 0. You get R2. Sigma Fx0. This sketch should come here. Neat sketch. Sigma Fx0 plus C minus 0.5 R2. This is not there. Minus 7.5 cos 60 equal to 0. You get C. Somebody may tell he is not writing. Why should I write? What? It's a joke. Solving question after question in the beginning. See, maybe this is the 20th time I am writing this one. So I will not write. You get the value of C. Okay, now consider equilibrium of block 1. See, now this C. But when you consider this sketch, you are right. See, this sketch. At that time, you enter C equal to how much? 6.998 here. Okay, start. Sigma Fy0 plus R1 minus 6 sin 60 equal to 0. R1 will come. Sigma Fx0 plus P minus not C minus 6.998. Then minus 0.5 R1 minus 6 cos 60 equal to 0. Substitute whatever R1 you got, get the value of P, positive will come. This is the least force required, or at this force, for this force, if you apply that force, the system will be on the verge of moving up. Okay, now last question for today, 54. Today's last question, 54. I'll write it. Now, today's class, third question or last question, 54. Same question. See, 450 Newton, 600. Words I will not give. Here mu is 0.42, mu is 0.48. 42 degree angle. Now, a force P applied this way. Instead of this way, see one change for you. Some examination, sometime they give inclined here. Okay. 2 blocks, etc., same. Find the value of P for which the system of block is on the verge of moving up the plane. Or they can tell what least value of P is required to move up the plane. Remember, now you are pulling it. Now this member will be in tension. That's why I told cable. See, now cable will do. When you apply the force here and try to move, cable is nonsense. It will fold. But when you move this way, cable will do. Let T be tension in the cable. If somebody gets doubt, sir, why arrow mark is like that? Stop studying my class. Do something else. Why? Exclusively class taken earlier. Go through it. Everything is for your benefit. It is not for my benefit. Okay, start. 30 degree means 60 degrees. 60 degrees. See, now, first, consider equilibrium of, now block 1 first. See, one question, alternately coming. First one question, this one first, next that one question. Why block 1? Sorry, I will not tell. Consider block 1. See, what you do? Put a sketch. See, this sketch. Right. Sigma, you should mark xx and yy here. Then sigma Fy0 plus R1 minus 450 sin 60 equal to 0. Oh, I not solved it. I thought I solved it already. Okay. Plus R1. Okay, I will solve it now. R1 will come on mate. I not solved it. Okay. See, plus R1 minus 450 sin 60 0. 450 into sin 60 is 389. R1 will come plus 389.711 Newton. This is the value of R1. Is the correct answer? 450 into sine 60. Oh, sorry, not 60. So see, it is 42 degrees. It is last time question. Oh, see there. It is 42 degrees. So this is 48 degrees. Someone will be laughing then. This sir does not know angles. Okay. 48 degrees because question changed. I forgot. I changed angle. So R1 will change. Okay. See, such things happen. Therefore, R1 will come. How much? Plus R1 minus 450 sine 48 equal to 0. 450 into sine 48. 334.415 plus 334.415 Newton. Okay, this is R1. Sigma Fx 0. See here. Plus right side, see this, not here. This sketch should come here. This much sketch should come here with the xx and yy, and here you should write cos, sin, etc. What that writing is your option. It is only to understand. So, okay, start. Sigma Fx 0 plus t, see, plus t minus 0.42 R1 minus 450 cos 48 equal to 0. So, 0.42 into R1, 334.415 plus 450 into cos 48. Your T will come plus 441 plus 441.563 Newton. 563 Newton. Okay. 1 minute now. I will do one thing now. 1 minute. So I'll check once again now. 450 into sine 48 is 334. 334 into 0.42 is the friction. Okay, friction comes this way. Plus another 450 into cos 48. 441.563 Newton. Okay. Equilibrium 1 over. See now, only for this question, don't see here. Okay. Now which one over? Block 1 over. Now right here. Somewhere right here. See, consider, not here you are right, not here. Consider equilibrium of block 2. At that time, draw a neat sketch. See, this sketch you are right. See, this, you should not do like this. See, should not do like this. This is not permitted. It is allowed for me. See, this sketch you are right. Some will tell, easy for sir. Okay. See, this is a block 2. Okay. See, R2 all over. If you want, mark here. This is your, see, I am helping you now. This is your XX. This is your YY. Moving up means it will come little this side. Oh, I forgot actually. The normal reaction will come slightly that side. Okay, that is no problem now. It does not matter. I forgot to shift the R line of action slightly that side. Okay, I forgot it. Nothing to worry. Okay, start. Now, see correctly. This is 48 degrees. Usually, I write this 48 the green color. Because why? With the XX 48 degrees. So, this is cos, this is sine. I am explaining for some reason. Now, see here. Usually they give force like this, but this time this way given. So, if you resolve one component along the plane, one component this way. Cos sine, or see, I made a neat, see, if the sketch is very small, exaggeration, see, exaggeration is here. See, P, along XX cos, then along YY sine. That actually this is not required. Here you have to enter, but it's a very small angle. If you got difficulty, make a note. Okay, start now. This I will solve. Start. Sigma Fy0 upward positive. I am solving because now direct answer will not come. See here. Plus R2. Okay. Plus R, I do one thing now. Plus R2. Then minus or do one thing. When you sigma Fy0, now P also will come. So start from P here. Plus P sine 15. You write plus that P, unknown P. Plus P into sine 15. Sine 15. See. Usually if the P is this way, It will not come for sigma y, but it will come now, see. Plus p sine 15, then plus R2, see, plus p sine 15 plus R2, then this will not come, minus 600 into cos of 48 equal to 0. This is equation number 1. Below you simplify it in terms of P and R2. You do it. Then sigma Fx0. Take right side positive. See. Plus P cos 15 plus P into cos 15 minus 0.48 R2 minus 0.48 R2 minus 0.48 R2. This is not there. Then see, by this time you are right, tension you are right the answer. How much you are right here? This tension you are right, how much? See, this tension, now you are right the answer. 441.563 Newton. So then, see sigma Fx0 minus how much? Minus 441.563. Then lastly, minus 600 cos 48 equal to 0. See here. Plus P cos 15 minus 0.48 R2 minus 441.563 minus 600 cos 48 equal to 0. Equation number 2. Simultaneous equation. Solving 1 and 2. You get the value of P and also R2. R2 I don't want. If you want the value of P, that's all. R2 nobody wants. See, but you write both the answer. You get the value of P in what unit? Newton. Okay, Newton. Actually, I don't have to solve. I can leave it for you only. Still I will solve. So that some can practice how to use calculator. How to use calculator. I will tell you how to use calculator now. See, I will go to equation mode. Equation mode. Equation. Shift alpha A. It will ask you how many unknowns. Simultaneous equation. Yes, 1. Number of unknowns, 2. Okay. It is asking this coefficient, sine 15 over this coefficient, R2, 1. This coefficient, C, it will ask you AX plus BY equal to C. Constant when you feed to calculator, you should take to other side. Be careful. So it will be plus 600 into cos 48. Okay. Then second equation, it is asking P coefficient, cos 15. Okay. R2 coefficient, minus 0.48. And then constant, take that side. Both are positive. 441.563 and then plus 600 into cos 48 over. P will come plus 950.091. Okay, 1 minute now. I do not want to check. By chance, if it is wrong, you correct it. This is not our subject. Simultaneous equation. You correct it in the comment, you can write that value is wrong. Okay. Actually, I can check once again, but I got other way of checking. But why should I check? Procedure is clear means that's all. So I told you, I may make sometime rarely because of calculator problem, calculation mistake comes. And spelling mistake rarely comes. Grammar mistake usually I never do. Technical mistake I already told you. I don't want to tell again and again. Some will tell he is actually praising himself only. So technical mistake is ruled out. That is one thing those who come to my class can be 100% guarantee. Okay, that's all. I am closing the class now. Next time, different type of question I am solving. Okay, go through all the question. Next class we will meet. Thank you.